Um, so basically, what happened is a neighbor down the road of my grandparents had a man arrive on their front step that they'd never met before, and basically, what took place is the man was drunk and also high on some sort of a mind-altering substance. Um, and he believed that this man had alcohol in his house when in fact he didn't. And so he came and started pounding on the door, demanding that the owner of the house let him in and give him beer. And the owner of the house did what anyone would do in that situation and called 911. And my grandparents lived in Maine at the time, which is fairly rural, and the 911 operator told them, well, it's going to be about a 45-minute ETA for the sheriffs to get there. ETA is estimated time of arrival. And he said, well, he's outside right now. And he said, well, just keep him outside. Well, the friend of my grandparents had two daughters in the house, one of whom was 16 at the time and one of whom was 18 at the time. And the belligerent man came back and came to the door and said, if you don't let me in right now, I'm going to come in and I'm going to take what's in your house because I know there's beer there. And he began to bash on the door and try to break down the door. And the neighbor of my grandparents said, I have a shotgun on the other side of the store, and if you come into my house, I'll kill you. And the man walked away and went out to his truck and proceeded to retrieve a baseball bat from the truck and said, I'm going to break down this door, and when I come in this house, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill your family. And started to break down the door with the baseball bat. And so, my grandparents' neighbor shot through the door and killed the man. And the sheriffs took another 40 minutes to arrive. And when they arrived, there was nothing left to do but pick up the body and leave. And a question that I would propose to a lot of gun control advocates out there who say, not one more senseless tragedy, is, had this man been unable to own a gun, had been unable to own an effective weapon to defend himself and his family, would this be a senseless tragedy if he and his family were killed by a drunk, mentally altered man with a baseball bat? And I'll leave that for you to decide.